Camino. I've been wanting to do an El Camino for a while. What do you think, Thumper?
I'm excited.
Excited? Pretty cool. Straighten her out, straighten her out. Hold on.
Go ahead, let it go, let it go.
Okay, she's on. She's on her now. You want to push it in first? Yeah, let's push it in straight. Don't worry about that. Limit over there. Cessna. Mikey's feisty today.
I'm gonna fart on your pillow.
Mikey, why you so feisty today, buddy? Just wanted to do stuff. Well, we're doing it. This is living right here, bud.
Living. L-I-V-I-N-G.
Transmission works good in this baby. Here, let me put it here. Okay, that's today's work. Today's work.
Bye.
Fortunately, I have to go be at my house today because I have my niece is sick. So I was sick all last week.
He has to be responsible today.
I have to be responsible today, so I'm leaving you. Well, I'm leaving Mike in charge.
All right. It is Tuesday. And look what we're working on today. 65 El Camino. The wolf. Volga runs again. It's alive.
Finally. Yes.
It's alive.
Everything works great except for the power steering.
Want me to run and get you a smaller belt? While
I think it's an air pocket or something because it works great and then it stops and then it works great and then it stops and I don't hear it squalling. So yeah, I'm happy. As soon as it hit second gear, it's all wow! I was like, yes!
Never been so happy for second base.
Never been so happy for a stock motor to run.
But why did you put it right up on the lift?
It needs exhaust. It sounds like a tractor. It sounds so bad. I was driving through that neighborhood and I was like, I can't do this.
I don't know where he went. All I know is I heard him the entire time he was out.
It's straight. It's about this far off of the manifold.
Hey, but now it's got exhaust and it drives. What do you think, George? What do you think?
I think feels like my pockets feel a little light.
The pockets feel a little light?
Yeah,
So we have a little running joke every time. So in the last video you seen when we got this motor, you'll see that he said, feels a little light, heck. That's what he means. His money feels a little light. So I owe him some money. That's why he's just standing there waiting. He's not here for support. He's just waiting for some money.
Yeah, we're not getting help today. He just wants money.
Yeah. This is hood number 2. The first hood was just, I think he had it sandblasted and it is warped. Oral, he had this one sitting in the rafters at his garage. So, as you can see, it's got a little crease. I don't know if I can see it real quick. There's a couple little creases, some dings right there. There you go, you can kind of see that, and some right here. So I'm just gonna kind of work on pulling those just a little bit, tapping around them, trying to get it as smooth as possible with the metal first before we put any kind of body fill or anything like that. Try to get it as close as possible, and then we'll skim it, and she should be good to go for this El Camino. It's gonna look nice. All right, everybody. Working on the hood here, grinding away the paint so we can get a good weld and start getting these pulled out. One thing I want to point out is as I'm welding right here, and you'll see me start pulling it here, as I'm moving around, so this is another weld, obviously I'm moving to a different spot. Now I'm tapping down, but I'm pulling up, I'm pushing up and tapping down around it because I want that the lowest part of that dent to come up. And it's really oil canny, so it likes to pop back and forth. But as I go, I want you to notice that the less and less that middle part sinks down, that means that metal's getting a little stiffer. Here I am turning up the welder a little bit, get a little better bite on the metal, because I kept breaking away free, pulling so hard up on that little dent puller I have there. I really need to re-engineer that thing a little bit better, but man, it works so good. I recommend anybody building something like that to pull dents. It works great. But that's all I'm doing is moving back and forth, pulling. See, I'm pushing up on it. See how it's stiff now? It's not sinking back down as much. Shrinking the metal around it, and when you weld and put that heat in there, it really keeps that metal tight and keeps it from moving. So here's just another angle, and I'm just moving around. See how the metal moves up a lot right there? Now as I tap down, and here I'm hitting it flat, just trying to push that high spot down and pull that up. But watch when I let go of it here, it doesn't sink down as much anymore. Right there, see how I let go of it completely and it didn't sink down as much? That's just because that metal's getting tighter as I'm pushing and pulling up on it and hammering it down at the same time. Just a quick little thing I wanted to say. I don't do many voiceovers anymore, but I felt like this was a really good one to kind of watch and see. It's still hard to explain and it's really hard to really see, but hopefully in the future we'll do a little better at explaining this. And right there I kind of let it go completely, kind of shake it up and down, and you can see how much stiffer that metal is, and the low spot came up. And right here we're just checking, see how close we got it. Starting to get that crease out just a little bit right there, maybe. Everywhere else is starting to look good. Right there. Right there.
What you doing, Wolf?
Putting on some Marglass. Good old Marglass, yes sir. Oh really?
This is absolutely same principles, just pulling up on the middle, middle-ish anyways, as we move around and hammering around it to pull the high spot down, hammering the high spot down and then pulling the low spot up. That's really the only trick that I can honestly explain to you without getting into crazy amounts of detail. Yeah, you're putting little divots with the hammer like that, but those are a lot better than the big dip or the big dent that's in there. So that's all I'm doing is filling around, burn myself right there. But anyways, that's all we're doing. It's literally that simple. Basically forcing the metal to do what we want. And yes, you can hammer and dolly it afterwards if you can get to the back side of it. On this particular car, I couldn't. So we left the little divots in there. And trust me when I say, they're tiny, and body filler will take care of those very quickly without it being very thick. Pretty much pulled this whole backside quarter panel, and this is the end result. Those tiny little divots are very small. Like I said, you can't even hardly tell. And it's all good metal now. Moving right along on the old Camino. Starting to take some shape.
This is one rough car. So basically, what we got going on here is somebody was started on this car, and I think it was sandblasted and stuff, so it's got some warp to it. We're just trying to go back through it, make sure everything's taken care of. This particular fender was pretty bad. The hood, this is the second hood. The first hood was really bad. We didn't even try to play with it. It was so messed up. So I've been working on the hood and getting all the metal and everything straight. Just put a little bit of Marglass down, and then my first little thing of body filler in a few places, and I think we'll have it hammered out pretty quick. I'm all dirty. It would be a really nice car, all rust free, and you know, I believe this black is a epoxy primer. Looks like there was a bunch of coats of it, and it's tough. It's hard to sand through. It's hard to sand, which that's good, I guess. I think it's time to clear that board. Look at that. Look at all the layers.
Y'all missed it though, because he just walked over to me and he's like, I think it's about time. Took this out of my
I
hand.
just smashed it on the ground.
I didn't know what he was doing.
All right, pull it off there.
Oh,
Let's see
great.
if it will. Yeah! Now you can sand that, see? Look at that baby. Every few months you gotta do it. That's what the car needs right here.
Yeah, there you go. Let's just put that on there.
We'll just stick that right there, or maybe right here.
Yeah.
This shows you guys how hard he threw it. It was flat.
Yeah, I bent it. I put it over my head and just, You want to explain to me what you did to your face?
I lost some weight. I went on Weight Watchers.
Look at that. What did you do?
Made myself look younger.
Yeah, you're already young. You look like a baby. Stump right now going around, hitting all the primer spots. It's probably gonna look pretty primered after this. We kind of rushed through this and didn't film a whole lot just because this car was such a mess. It was such a mess, but we're getting it worked out now. I feel confident about it now. There for a while, I was like, man, this is never gonna end. And honestly, it's only been about 3 days. So a couple of those days were cut pretty short because we had other stuff to do, but really only about 3 days of work right here up to this point. So I'm actually really happy with that considering how rough the car is. There's a lot of body filler on the car, but it's not thick. It's really not. So the car's just got a little warp to it, which is really unfortunate. We don't like it, but what are we gonna do? Earl, the owner, knows. We've talked about it, he talked about it, he knows, and we're taking it over and he knows that. So yeah, really we're just gonna keep on going and try to make sure we're covering all the bases and all the stuff that we need to be doing, and it'll still be a really nice car. It just has a little more body filler than most, but it's not thick, so that's good. Anywhere where we thought it was thick, we body worked or tried to pull the metal out as best that we could. All right, day number 1 blocking. After we got her all primered up, it's actually not looking too bad. I mean, got a tiny little spot there. Hood's looking good. Thumper's blocking that. George's blocking the door. It looks good. It's got just little things. Other than that, we're looking good. How are you looking over there, Mikey?
We're looking.
You're looking?
I can still see.
We're looking. Sweet.
Pretty good.
Well, then we're doing great. You said something on the roof somewhere?
There's just a couple little spots.
Oh, yeah, right there. Yeah, that's nothing. Well, good, because this car was one rough Betty right here. Sweet. We should be painting pretty soon this week. Things are moving along pretty fast, especially with all the extra help. Got George and Mikey here. Thumper's working along. We're doing good. I'm happy. You happy, George?
Yep.